everybody, Nerd in Texoma here. It's been a heck of a time. Past couple of weeks I've been out of commission. I've missed quite a bit of work because I've been battling an infection in the stump here. As you all know, about a month ago I had some heat exhaustion at work and I fell out. I was in the hospital for the weekend because of that. And yeah, I mean, since then it's just been basically one battle after another, which I'm ready for the cooler temperatures. I mean, honestly, yeah. I go back tomorrow to the doctor to have a checkup on my leg here, which I think has gotten better, so that's a good thing, but I'm just still feeling quite drained and not up to my normal self because of this heat. I'm not the only one. I know it's been treacherous for many people throughout the country and throughout the world. It's just been hell. But today I am making a video. Excuse me, I gotta get some water. I'm thirsty. I am making a video on an item I've had for a while that I think is pretty darn cool. Now, in the past, you know, I'm a Transformer collector. And in the past, I picked up, and excuse me for the little dustiness here. He's been away for a while. I picked up the Masterpiece 01 Optimus Prime. And a lot of people are like, it's old and blah blah blah, you know, and that's not the right Masterpiece Prime and all of this. And some collectors just, I don't know, they're never happy, it seems like. I like him. He's a big, chunky Prime. Tons of die cast. I mean, the legs are completely die cast. The torso there is die cast. I mean, he's solid. He's heavy. And I've liked him. But a couple years ago, they redid the Masterpiece scale, kind of shrunk some figures down, resized it so that they'd be about the same height differences and stuff like that. And they released a figure that they called MP10, which was the 10th Masterpiece figure, which was a resized Optimus. It wasn't this big guy anymore. They cut down on, I think the official doesn't have any die cast in it. I've never gotten one. I'd like to get one someday, but it's always eluded me at an affordable price. But there are knockoffs of it. And a while back I found a upscaled version of MP10 the knockoff that they call XP10, which is the MP10 figure just upsized. Comes in this pretty cool box, I think. It's full of Chinese script on the back, or Japanese. I believe it's Chinese because it's a knockoff. It shows off the figure there. Pretty cool box. Got a styrofoam insert for the figure inside, so it's nice and safe. And yeah, I managed to pick up XP10, which is more plastic than MP01, the original, but as far as I know, like I say, the official doesn't have any die-cast in it. In the knockoff, they went and added some, specifically just the feet, not the legs, and back in the chest here. And you'll see the two are roughly the same size now. If I remember correctly, a normal MP10 is about that tall compared to the MP01. I like this one. They made a couple of changes on it. Like the official, I believe, doesn't have blue windows for his chest. I believe they're clear. And the, I don't know what you'd really call that, crotch accents are yellow instead of blue on the official. Chest pops open so that you can open up. Whoop. Dang it. Where'd it go now? Well, the matrix is normally in there, and it fell out as I was opening this, so great. I'm not sure where the matrix is now, but I'll try and show that if I can find it. They reversed the colors on that so that the parts that are normally orange are now blue, and the parts that are blue are orange. And there we go. Found it. Fell out. So yeah, like I said, the matrix, normally this part would be like an orangey gold, and that part would be blue. They switched it, which I think it still looks pretty darn cool. Prime's energy axe here. Again, the official would be orange, but they decided to make it blue. And they also made another change to it in that normally this part would be larger and it wouldn't have that little handle because it would slide over his closed fist, so you know, it would look like it's coming out of his arm rather than him holding it. Now, on this one, like I say, he holds the axe rather than it being a projection out of his arm like that. The official one, it would be more like that. It would come out of his arm there. He does have his iconic blaster that folds up and stores in his backpack, just like the MP10. Or, of course, he can hold it to fight off Decepticons. The only issue that I have is that the tabs don't line up that great, so it's always kind of at an angle. If you have it in securely, you have to have it kind of loose for it to be straight. That's not that big a deal, in my opinion. The only other issue that I have with this figure is that it seems like the up and down on his head there, that swivel is kind of loose. So he'll look down or look up unexpectedly at a tap pretty easily. This is an oversized version of the figure, so to keep it at a low price, I guess, they did simplify some things, like the gas tanks here on his legs. In robot mode, you see there's that gap there where it doesn't exactly fill in properly. The wheels are plastic instead of actual rubber, so that's a little cheapening out. And there's supposed to be like a panel in robot mode that covers over the wheels that is not here, which I think would cover up a little bit more of that gap here that you can see in the gas tanks on the side of his leg. Again, okay, it's a little cost-cutting, cheapening of the figure, but I think it's pretty cool still. I mean, considering that an MP10, the official one, oh boy, if I remember, still goes for upwards of $150 easily. And this knockoff, oversized and everything like that, was like 30 bucks if I remember right. It's been a while since I bought it. So, yeah. I mean, it's got nice chrome effects. You know, it's got a good weight. It's not overly floppy. Some joints are a little looser. I mean, you can see shaking him, he will bend at the knee, but if you don't shake him, you know, he can stand perfectly fine. Like I say, the only real issue that I've seen is the head wiggly waggly like that. I mean, it can still turn side to side, still transforms just how it normally does. I'm not going to get into it because the angle I have the camera at and everything, it's just not that great. Oh, excuse me. I apologize for that. Like I said, this is my first video of feeling sick and getting over it. His blaster does fold up, and you pull the handle up like that, and it kind of folds up and compacts up like that. Like I said, then he's got this backpack panel here, which pops open, and you can take the blaster, and it fits right in there in its folded configuration, and goes goes right in his back. So he's always got his blaster. He doesn't have a weapon storage for the axe, unfortunately. And yes, since I found the matrix again, you can pop open the chest panel there, raise up the covers, and pop the matrix. If I can get this in there without falling over everywhere and losing it again. You can see the matrix fits right in his chest there. Close that down, close that up, and there you go. Matrix of leadership is safe within Prime, and I apparently didn't get it folded down just right because the chest keeps popping open. Now, since this is a knockoff, of course, some knockoff manufacturers are more brazen. A lot of them try to take it a little bit easier on things. They will copy the product. They'll make some changes so that technically it's not the same thing. Some of them just don't give a flying flip, and they will copy the product exactly. This one, they chose to, of course, make those changes. With the little crotch accents there, the blue, the changing the color of the matrix parts, the changing of the color of the energy axe. So they went ahead and omitted the Autobot symbol that should be on his shoulder there. It's a simple, easy fix. Get Toy Hacks, or there's any number of other places you can get an Autobot symbol and stick it on his shoulder there. Make him look just like an official Prime. In my opinion, is this one worth $30? Heck yeah. Like I said, he's good, he's solid, he's not as heavy, because he doesn't have all the die cast. But I mean, he's the same size as the MP01. Looks more cartoonish proportions and design and everything than the blocky MP01. I mean, I think it's a good value personally. I believe it's about $30 on AliExpress. It's been a while, so I'm not 100% sure. As usual, stuff off AliExpress doesn't usually take that long to get here for me. Usually about 2 to 3 weeks in my experience. So it comes with a pretty cool instruction book, which I haven't even opened until just now because I watched the reviews on this XP10 and saw how to transform him that way through the reviews. I haven't even opened this until now, but I mean, yes, it's in Chinese and English and everything like that, but it's got, in my opinion, good imagery of how to transform him. It shows the little highlighted bits in red of, move this now and move that and all that. So I think it's a fairly clear, good transformation guide. shows his 3 accessories, that being the matrix, the axe, and the blaster. And like I said, this case that he came in is pretty nice and sturdy. I know some people don't like it. I think it's not the greatest for the environment, but he comes in a nice styrofoam shell there that you just put the figure back into. You have to kind of mistransform it a little bit because you got to move these gas tanks up. Kind of squat him in there a little bit to fit. Push arms in so they don't stick out as far. You gotta kind of squish it in there a little bit. But again, he fits in. Let me see if I can get that pretty nicely, securely there, so the figure doesn't get bonked around in storage and all that. And I think it's a pretty darn good deal. Hope y'all have enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is my first one, kind of getting back into speed of everything. So I'm still a little out of it. Like I said, I've got the checkup for my leg tomorrow, which hopefully everything should be going good with that. And then Thursday I start treatments for my eye problems. I am looking forward to that. At the same time, I am dreading that because from what I've read and researched about the different treatments for what's going on with my eye, one I'm okay with, one I am scared shitless of. From what I understand, there's 2 treatments that are generally used interchangeably, and most times both together. One is a laser to zap the problems in my eye. That I'm not too enthusiastic about, but I can tolerate a laser. You know, it's a light, it's over quickly. The other one, from what I understand, is actual needle injection into the eye, and that terrifies me, honestly. I'm sure they have ways of putting you out so it's not so nerve-wracking. I hope they have ways of that, because otherwise it's definitely not going to be fun. I'm excited about it to hopefully, correct the vision issues that I have, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to a little bit more normal vision quickly. But like I say, that needle just terrifies me. So I will put up a link to my GoFundMe. If y'all can donate to help me, because with all of this being out at this point, at the end of the week, it'll be 3 weeks I've been out of work, and bills are stacking up. So if y'all can help me, that would be greatly appreciated. you know, any amount would be amazing. I hate to ask for the money, but, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. Hopefully next week I'll be feeling even better and more back to my normal self and my normal videos and everything like that. And we can talk about some new cool stuff. Alright, y'all take it easy. Nerd and Texoma. See you next time.